We're live. We're live.
Good morning. How are you
We're
folk?
live.
Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning.
You notice Lisa's clothing color choice is trying to match mine.
Oh,
Let me go and get
goodness.
started. We are this is no, it's not on my page at all.
I
We're
don't see it on my page yet either.
wow.
Let me see.
All right, so hopefully someone can
Oh, I
see
got
us.
it.
Miss Phyllis, good morning to you,
Good
Miss Phyllis.
morning, Miss Phyllis.
Um,
It's there. You can see it.
we're still journeying through the classic book, and I'm claiming this thing as a classic book. A book I wrote a couple of years ago that's finally coming to fruition. It's called 932, the 9 most important words, the 3 most important skills,
And the 2 most important questions.
and Miss Phyllis, we're journeying through it. The first word we covered this week from the book was the word courage, and then we covered the word love. And today is the third word that we decided to cover, and it's right in order with the book. The third word that we consider one of the most important words is the word
Faith.
is faith today or love today?
Yesterday was love.
Okay, today is faith. Faith. Yes, faith. Um,
Wow, what a laugh this morning, Brian.
what do you mean with a laugh? Is my laugh different this morning?
Amen.
And we're covering faith. We believe faith is one of the most important words. Not only just the word itself, but what happens with the use, the application of, the understanding, the appreciation of the word faith.
Yes, you gotta have faith, faith, faith.
That's one song.
Baby.
Faith is the substance of. I am here to tell you, so much of life happens or not happens.
Because of faith.
Yes. Happens or not happens because of faith or the lack thereof. Or and here's another thing too. I want to ask a question. I want to just say it to you.
Okay.
Can a person's faith be increased?
Yeah.
Can they turn up their faith?
Of course.
Of course they can. How do you do that? Anybody got any ideas, Miss Phyllis? Has faith worked in your life, Miss Phyllis?
Borrowing faith is a way to increase your faith.
I like the thought because I've said that phrase before too. What does it mean to you?
Borrowing faith means taking the faith or relying on the faith of someone else for something that you may not have faith for, like your mother's faith or your grandmother's faith.
Yes, somebody else
or your
believing in
faith.
you.
Or believing in whatever it is that thing is that you want to accomplish. They believe that will happen more than not. And you get to believe with them.
They believe that the thing that they're going for, the thing that they want to happen will happen.
Mm-hmm.
We will raise the money for the back to school drive.
Mm-hmm.
We will put together the money so we can send that child to college. We will do that. I don't know how. We will pay this rent. Sometimes I don't know how. It will happen. I will tell you guys, this has probably never happened to any of you before, but it's happened to me before, where I was in dire straits, needed money, didn't know it was going to come from. Our world was about to crash down on me, and I get a check in the mail.
Mm.
And it was for what I needed. I know that's probably never happened to anybody else. I've been in that situation again and again. I've had things happen to me where the solutions showed up at the last moment.
Amen. Miss Phyllis says, I believe that my car will turn on. When I get up, I believe I will wake up in the morning. Absolutely.
Yes. We believe we will. We believe our car will get us to our destination reliably. We believe the other cars around us will stay in their lanes and not slam into ours. We have faith that other people are going to do that too. People who say they don't trust anybody, don't have any faith, they do too. They do too. The only way that you can do that is if you never ever leave your home and you live alone. Okay, but if there's one other person in your world, you're going to have to trust in them for something.
Faith is the substance of things hoped for, evidence of things not seen. That's one definition of faith.
I wonder if you could go to my page and see if you can make a comment on it, just to see, Okay, because we've been trying to figure this out for a minute on my Facebook page. Miss Phyllis, I know you're traveling, and I'm so happy that you showed up here anyway. But your opinions matter to me. Your opinions about our show, your opinions about Lisa and Brian and all of what we do, it matters to me.
Oh, I saw it this morning. Now I don't see it again.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and this is a new Facebook page too. So
That's the one that I'm at.
I know. We had that problem with the last Facebook page. I was hoping the new Facebook page would ameliorate that problem. Who's that?
I don't know.
Stop.
Hey, Shirley, good morning. Good morning. That's right, Miss Phyllis. Faith the size of a mustard seed.
Last year. There's another person, Brian K, would have a dot after the K in their name and spells it like mine too. Interesting. Okay, but I don't own it, so I can't tell anybody else not to have it, but interesting. Faith the size of a mustard seed. That's another beautiful concept because a mustard seed is tiny. A mustard seed is tiny. With faith the size of a mustard seed, I can move mountains. Yeah. With just that little bit of faith, you can move a mountain. Can you really? And it could be metaphorical mountain in your life. Okay, but just a little bit of faith, a little bit of belief. I love the parable. By parable shall ye teach. With just a tiny little bit of faith, you can do amazing things that you can't even imagine or understand how, with just a little bit of faith. Faith the size of a mustard seed. That's what it's talking about. Sister Shirley DeJarnette Wyatt, good morning to you, Sister Shirley. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Yep. We're talking about, we're going through the book, Sister Shirley. We're going through the book. We did through the first 3 words. Today's the 3rd word, faith. I want to talk to you about
courage, love, faith.
Yes, courage was the first word. Love was the second. Faith is the 3rd word of the 9 most important words. And we're of the belief that these words that we've covered so far have a lot to do with your happiness or sadness in the world.
Ms. Phyllis said, I don't have your new Facebook page. Well, please, if you don't, look for Brian K. McNeill and connect with his new page.
Yeah. On Mother's Day morning, I lost my Facebook. Facebook decided I'd had it since 2009. That's long enough. Okay, so they took it from me. So I'm having to start all over again. Let me see if I can find Miss Phyllis George. Hopefully I can find you, Miss Phyllis, and I'll send you here. I think that's going to be you. Yeah. Yes, that's her. Good. All right. So, Miss Phyllis, I've already requested you to connect with me. You just haven't accepted it yet. Okay. But I sent you a request. I'm going to send you another note. Please connect. I even sent you an explanation and everything. Okay.
Hey, William Brown. Good morning. Happy today, fam. Thank you for joining us this morning. And good morning. Today we are venturing through the book 932, and we're on the 3rd word of the 9 most important words. The 3rd word is faith.
Faith. And Miss Phyllis, I sent you a message just now as well.
Without faith, it's impossible to please God.
Without faith, it's impossible to please God. Really? You can't please him without faith? Okay.
No. And it was counted unto righteousness.
I'm going to say something too about faith and actions, faith and works and all that kind of stuff too. Because you have to have faith, yes, but you got to do some stuff too to demonstrate your faith.
Absolutely.
Okay. You got to work your faith. You can't just be out in the middle of the lake on the rowboat and the storm comes and just say, Lord, please get us to the shore. You're going to have to row. Okay. You're going to have to row your boat. You have to do you got to plow your field.
Faith without works is dead.
Right. Without works is dead. But with works, it's alive. It's the exact opposite. Okay. When you do work with faith. Amen. Amen. William Brown says,
we are being conditioned to ignore requests from people we know we were connected to. Yes.
Yeah. And we definitely have been conditioned to do that. That's why I tried to send messages with everyone. Please read the message. Maybe this will jog or make it unclear that it was me.
Ms. Phyllis said it only says delete or block. Interesting.
It only says delete or block what? Because I just sent you a message to your inbox, Miss Phyllis. It only says delete or block. Okay. Interesting. That's the only choices. It's the only choice is delete it or block it. That's it. Wow. I don't understand Facebook. They apparently don't like your boy anymore.
Good morning, Craig Sapp. Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm sure Facebook doesn't have one bit of concern for you personally.
Yes, they do. It says we're going to conspire to make it difficult for Brian McNeill. That's what they're doing. Mm-hmm. I was starting to say, whoa.
Hey, Melissa.
Kaboom! Guess who stepped in the room? Melissa Price is in the house.
Good morning, Melissa.
Yesterday, we're talking about faith and works. Yesterday, around late morning yesterday, we decided that we're going to conduct a workshop for coaches only. Lisa and I talked about it the day before, and we decided let's just do it. We didn't have to schedule it. We didn't have to have any big rigmarole. We didn't have to have any big production. We just scheduled it on a Zoom. We announced it around like 12:15 is when we made the post. And we were doing the workshop at 2 p.m. So William Brown was only an hour and 45 minutes for people to see it, if they even see it, and then register and then show up. Well, we had 6 people register. We had 6 people show up. And I did a workshop for coaches to help people sell their coaching services. And it was free too, William Brown. It was free. But the blessings were overflowing from this free workshop because the people in the room, they were so appreciative. Shirley came through. They were so appreciative that I was teaching and sharing stuff that they had always needed to know. And they knew there was something that they needed to know, but they didn't know what it was. And so one of them was even moved to emotion about what I taught. And she was so grateful for it. And they've scheduled appointments with me since then. I did not ask them for any money at all. But I do understand this principle. The average American knows about 600 people on a first name basis. That's the average American. If you do anyone a good turn, if you bless anyone in any kind of way, that information can float through their network, just like you drop a heavy pebble on a pond. The rings are going to go out when you do a good turn. You don't know how far they're going to go, but you do know they're going to go somewhere. So when you bless, when you do a kindness, the rings go out somewhere. And it will return to you in some kind of way to the good.
Amen. I'm grateful. Well, once again, good morning, Craig. He says, good morning, everyone. I have faith that everyone is going to have a blessed day on purpose and enjoy it to the fullest. Amen.
And you tip that scale in your favor by doing the work. Okay,
absolutely.
Brother Craig, it's you can have faith that you're going to have a successful day in business because you're willing to get up, get dressed, go out there and do your best on a daily basis. That's why you have the right to expect to succeed. Absolutely. You should have every expectation that your day is going to go well because of your work ethic.
William Brown says that works thing is tricky. I believe we need to seek the Father for what our works are. Too many times my works were out of fear and not faith. That definitely does
make it tricky, right?
Absolutely true. Absolutely
when
true.
You're working out of fear and not faith, that is a thin line there.
Absolutely. And I appreciate your candor in that because that really is. It really is. It's one of those things, working out of faith is one of those things that really requires seeking. I definitely agree that seeking is a necessity. It's really, really important that when you are in a position where you're believing God, that you're doing all that you can do and that you're supposed to do and still operating in faith. Because a lot of times what the opposite was from that was having faith and doing nothing. Now, I believe that there are some times where that should be the case.
Where you get out of God's way.
Do you ever believe that that is the case, whether you should believe God and do nothing?
Yes, but I think that only happens after you've done all you could do. Mm-hmm. After you've done your work, after you've done everything, like you've done everything that you were supposed to do. After you've done everything that you were supposed to do, done all the steps, done all the work, and done the extra, check back on it, and you realize you've done everything possible, then you should let God go to work, okay? Because you've done your part, and the rest of it is up to God to carry you through. and he will. Okay, but it's a 2-part process. You got to do your stuff too. Okay, everything that you hold to do. Why can't I be champion again? If I do everything I'm supposed to do, I could be champion again. William Brown, to do. Did you do everything you supposed to do? Then you can expect to win. Craig, are you doing everything that you supposed to do?
I will never get back the hour and a half.
Oh, let's celebrate. We gotta celebrate Lisa, Sister Shirley.
It was horrible.
Any of you guys that was on here yesterday?
Everything about it was horrible.
It was not. You chuckled a couple of times.
Because it was ridiculous and offensive. Ridiculous and offensive.
Take it down. Take it down. Take it down. A little bit too much venom coming up from over you over there. Take it down. There was 2 movies I mentioned yesterday. Those of you was on the show that I thought Lisa should have seen by now, but she didn't. But there's a lot of movies she hadn't seen. One of them was Fear of a Black Hat, and the other was CB4. And yesterday we have a smart TV.
Good morning, Tamika. Good morning, Dr. Beverly.
Good morning. Good morning. A lot of people have smart TVs, and our smart TV has a bunch of apps on it. And one of them was Tubi. And I did a Google search on Fear of a Black Hat, and it said it's showing for free on Tubi. And we happen to have the Tubi channel. So I pulled there, and there it was. So I asked my beautiful wife, come sit downstairs with me. And she was at the top of the stairs.
Begrudging.
I'm not going to watch that movie. Baby, please. I'm not doing it, baby,
I knew
please.
I was being set up.
Why did you set up?
Set up to waste
That's
an hour
harsh.
and a half of my life.
Set up?
It was horrible.
Harshly.
It was horrible.
I asked her to watch it for 10 minutes. This is how I know she's tripping right now, William Brown. I asked her for 10 minutes. The movie was 1 hour and 32 minutes. Okay, 1 hour and 32 minutes. And she sat there and watched the whole thing. I didn't hold her down. None of that stuff. There was no straps holding her. She could have got up. I asked her for 10 minutes. She stayed for 1 hour and 32 minutes. Okay, now what?
It was horrible.
It was great.
Everything about it was horrible.
It was wonderful.
It was
disheartening. It was fantastic.
It was the worst
It's
representation of African American people that I have ever seen.
The movie was made in
my life.
Movies made in 93. So just think back to the 93.
It was horrible.
Culture.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a topical movie. It's not 2023.
No.
It's 30 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's horrible.
It wasn't horrible. I don't care how many times you say it. I loved it. Okay.
I'm glad you loved it. I enjoyed
just
sitting
like
next
I
to
love
you.
Pootie Tang.
Oh God, I hated it.
Okay, what's better? Fear of a Black Hat or Pootie Tang?
Both.
Pootie Tang is much better.
Equally horrible and offensive.
They're not either of those things. They're not horrible and they're not offensive.
Mm-hmm.
They're not offensive to anybody. They're just funny.
They are full of degenerates.
Look, just sit back and enjoy it.
Talking about
and don't try to do all that stuff.
Grateful for the faith.
Look at what just happened here. We just had a little disagreement. Okay. Yesterday I did the workshop, but yesterday at 4 p.m., Lisa and I were interviewed as a couple in business together. We did an interview yesterday by the great Shay Brown up in the DMV area. He asked us to be his interview subject guests. So he interviewed us yesterday. And Shay does a good job, but his audience was really, really intelligent too, because his audience wanted to know the backstory. They want to know how we handle disagreements. They were asking those kind of questions. When y'all disagree with each other, what do y'all do when you disagree with it in business and all that kind of stuff? And we were able to give good answers to it. We just
disagree.
Huh?
We just disagree when we disagree about foolishness. There's no need to reconcile foolishness. It just isn't. We don't have to agree about foolishness. You can love it.
You didn't say that on the show yesterday.
Well, that's not what we were talking about.
You didn't say that last night. That was another thing that men say sometimes. William Brown says, I missed yesterday. CB4 is no. Oh, no? I lost brain cells remembering. I watched that movie.
Exactly, William Brown. That's what I feel like. I feel like I got dumber. I got dumber as a result of watching that movie. Hey, Naeem. Good morning.
Naeem, good morning. How you doing? Naeem Hubbard. Good morning. Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show. This show is called Let's Talk About It. Let's explain that right now. The show is called Let's Talk About It. Now, this show has been going on Monday through Friday since October of 2016. That's right. Monday through Friday since October 16. That means we've been doing this for 7 years. Lisa's been on my left. The show's called Let's Talk About. We talk about personal conversations, like just now,
business information,
and spiritual inspiration.
With a little bit of shenanigans thrown in.
Like just now, Lisa over the board, effusive objections to the movie.
Effusive about the brain cells that I will never get back.
Overboard. You're going overboard with it. Okay. Brother ERGJ has arrived helping others unlimit their income is what I do. Amen.
Hey, welcome.
He came in and announced himself.
Boom. Come on in the room.
Now, that's what we do is a show here. Monday through Friday, personal conversation, business information. Good. Her name is Lisa Santiago McNeill. Lisa Santiago McNeill. Yes, that includes the Santiago part. Yes, every time. She has earned the name of Lisa Santiago McNeill. And I am
Brian K. McNeill. And the K is for not today. K-N-O-T.
K is for King. Anyway, Brian K. McNeill. And together make what's called the Empowerment Duo. Now, the Empowerment Duo has an expressed ministry. Our ministry is
economic independence
through
entrepreneurship.
That's it. DASSIT. That's it. That's what we're about. That's what we do. That's what the show's for. Okay. And we I'm loving the pink. Thank you, Dr. Deborah. Now we have two different versions of pink. I have the more
mauve, powder pink,
Pepto-Bismol kind of pink, and Lisa has more of like brighter pink or something. What do you call it?
Pink. Can you just say pink?
I can say pink.
Okay.
But you can't see that there's a difference in those kind of colors? Okay. You just trying to be contrarian right now?
I don't have
to. You trying to argue with me right now?
I don't have to try.
You trying to make me come over there right now?
The movie CB4 was showing how rappers at the time was acting like thugs and were straight nerds.
Exactly.
Or nowhere near the streets.
Exactly.
It's really talking about rappers today.
And it's funny. If you just stop trying to analyze and make the joke a commentary on society instead of just watching the daggone movie, you could enjoy it. It wasn't a referendum on society. It was a funny movie. He set out to make a funny movie. That was his objective, to make a funny movie, spoofing stuff. That was spoofs all movie long. Spoofing when cops pull you over. Spoofing about when rappers get interviewed. Spoofing about everything. That's what it was. It wasn't, this is how society is supposed to be, or this represents this ethnicities. It was no referendums, no representations, none of that stuff. It was just a funny movie. Ugh.
It was not funny.
Craig
says CB4 was way better than Pootie Tang.
I have to disagree.
That doesn't say much.
I have to disagree with my brother. But I love Pootie Tang and I love CB4 too. And Fear of a Black Hat fits there too. I like all three of them. Okay. And there's another movie that's
oh my God. I'm not watching any of those kind of movies from you.
Wait. I was going to say, wait. I was going to say, there's another movie that you might think is like that because it was written by the same dude who wrote Fear of a Black Hat. It's called Sprung. Joe Torre's in it. The girl who played Keisha, what's her name?
I really feel my brain cells.
Martin Lawrence's wife in the Martin Lawrence show.
Out of my
Keisha Campbell, yes.
I feel my brain melting.
Anyway, but Sprung was way better than I thought it was going to be. It was really, really intelligently done.
Great.
I can't believe you, Lisa. Anyway, but we got interviewed yesterday for the show. I did a training yesterday.
I'm losing patience for you right now.
I'm losing patience for you right now because you can't really unleash and let go of the reins and just allow me to enjoy something.
You can enjoy it. You can enjoy it.
Sprung was way better than Pootie Tang too. Sprung was a good movie. And I was slow to Sprung. Okay. Instead of 2 laps around the block, I'm empowered to do 3. Amen. Okay. Are you talking about you? Instead of doing 2 laps around the block, you're going to do 3 laps around the block because he's now empowered.
I don't see why. We were not empowering anybody with that last conversation.
How do you know?
I just said it.
You don't know, Lisa.
Okay.
You don't know. You know how many people would love to have somebody to have an argument with?
I wasn't arguing with you.
Mm-hmm. There wasn't an argument.
No, that wasn't an argument.
Okay, what was it? What would you call it?
It was a total lack of interest in what it is that you were talking
When
about.
something you're not interested in, you're talking a whole lot about it. Empowered by yes, he was empowered by laughter.
Okay.
For something you're not interested in, oh man, you should have seen her, Evan. You should have seen her. First off, she was begrudgingly coming down the stairs. And I got her to sit down. I asked her to just give the movie a break. Give it a chance. Give it a chance, Lisa. You hadn't seen it before. Give it a chance. And you did it. Your attitude in the beginning of it affected how the movie went for you. You had already pre-decided that you were not going to like this no matter how funny it was. You weren't going to like it. And sure enough, you got what you went looking for. That's what happened.
Is that right?
Yep, exactly. Somebody's smiling about that. Imagine going to an event thinking this concert is going to suck. I'm not going to like this concert. This concert is going to suck. This concert is going to suck. And then sure enough, it sucked. You didn't give it a chance. You didn't give it a chance. Okay.
I gave it a chance. I sat down next to you. I enjoyed the time that I was with you,
didn't,
but I did not enjoy the movie.
And you were not. You were very vocal.
We always find what we are looking
exactly.
for.
You found what you was looking for.
Thank you for being the grown up in the room.
I just said those words. You found what you were looking for. Okay, and that's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's ZAC. Exactly. We're still on the third word of the most important words. Faith is the word. It does show up in your life, whether you like it or not. Okay. Well, I'm not a person of faith. Yes, you are. How do I know that you're a person of faith? Even the people who think they're not, is when trouble comes, they too will call out to their God.
The thing is, you don't have to have faith in God. You have faith in something.
Okay.
You have faith in something.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Well, this is the point I was saying, like if they're about to get into a car accident. Oh my God. Or their child's is getting in an accident or sick. They call out, oh my God. Or they get some terrible news. They call out. Why do people do that? Why do people do that? It's because it's just in us. It's in everybody.
William Brown.
What's your review about, what about Baps? Or I'm going to get you, sucker. Baps, I think, is more of a woman's movie. And I'm not really a fan of Baps, although I've seen it a couple of times. Okay, if it's on, I'll watch it. I'm Gonna Get Your Sucker. I like I'm Gonna Get Your Sucker. I like all the spoofs and all that kind of stuff. And I think I'm Gonna Get Your Sucker is done pretty good. Keenan Ivory Wayans is a pretty good director. He knows what he's talking about. And here's the thing too, William Brown. I want to say this. These movies, like I'm Gonna Get Your Sucker, Don't Be a Menace to South Central While Drinking Your Juice in the Hood, Pootie Tang, Sprung, Fear of a Black Cat, CB4. These movies, even the people who say they don't like it, there are iconic scenes in these movies that becomes part of the lexicon that you refer to over and over again. I'm Gonna Get Your Sucker. How many times are you going to refer to see when that woman, he takes the woman from the bar back to the house and he says he doesn't have this, and she goes, well, good. And she takes off her wig, she takes out her contacts, she takes off her fake butt and only has one leg, takes off all that kind of stuff. Don't make me have to hop after you. That's a classic scene. You're going to laugh at that forever. So those movies work.
Amen. Shirley said, I have faith that things will always work out for the best. Absolutely. Harlem Nights, classic. Love
Harlem Nights is the best. Craig says,
Absolutely.
Brian, you better listen. She said she enjoyed being with you and not the movie, but she don't have to ruin the movie.
I didn't ruin it. I sat there quietly.
Oh, you did not.
Hands
in your head and all that stuff and the harumphing and all that stuff. You did not enjoy it. Okay. Sister Shirley said, having always work out for the best. Evan says, Harlem Nights is amazing.
I loved Harlem Nights.
Amazing movie. Taxi.
Every hero has to have a theme.
That's right. KRS-One. That's
Yes.
from I'm Gonna Get Your Sucker.
Yes.
Who are these guys? Every hero's got to have their theme music. And then how many of you, after seeing that, tried to find what your personal theme music was?
Well,
Okay.
I definitely am not putting I'm Gonna Get You Sucker in the same category as.
Why not?
Oh, please. I'm Gonna Get You Sucker was classic. It was definitely classic.
You decided it's going to be classic. Just like Pootie Tang is classic. Okay. You shot me in my pinky toe.
Love that.
Harlem Nights.
Harlem
Iconic.
Nights.
I'm of the opinion, if you don't know that line, you shot me in my pinky toe.
It's hard to have conversations.
And can we really be friends? Can we really be friends if you don't understand you shot me in my pinky toe?
Love it.
We could be associates, but can we really be friends? If you don't get that, do you even know me well enough to be my friend? Oh, man.
I used to have an empowerment duo song as a theme song, and then I disappeared and it disappeared.
I know, man.
What was the song? Because that's what we were trying to think of.
We thought there was one.
We thought we remembered it, but I am holding on to these last brain cells that are trying to.
And stop confessing that too, baby. Amen. Your brain is strong, okay?
Amen. My brain is strong. My mind is strong.
That's right. Kool-Aid, no sugar. Oh, that's right. Well, that was from Fridays, okay? You got Kool-Aid, no sugar, peanut, but no butter. Peanut, but no butter. Y'all never have two things that go together. Ew. How about that from the movie Friday? Miss Parker, come on, you remember Scenes? Okay, that movie sucked too?
No, I love Friday.
Okay,
and Friday After Next.
I didn't like any of the ones after the first Friday.
See,
I only like the first one.
That's your choice.
Yeah, I thought it got cornier and cornier and cornier. Okay, so like, ugh. But the first one was iconic for me. But what you're highlighting for me is you choose what you're going to like before.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I got you. I actually was going through the cards to see if I could find a card. I think that I'm going to choose a quote instead.
It's 9:30, Craig, man.
But I think what I am highlighting for you is that I can be selective in what I enjoy.
You also highlighting for me that if I want to enjoy Pootie Tang, I can't have you in the room.
No, you're right. Absolutely right. You cannot have me in the room.
I'm not doing that no more.
Don't do it anymore.
I'm not doing it anymore. If I want to watch I'm Gonna Get You Sucker or Don't Be a Menace to South Central.
John Wick.
Or nope. John Wick too,
nope.
huh?
Nope.
I'm fine. I can watch a movie by myself.
Please.
I can get a cigar, chilling.
Absolutely.
I can watch a movie all by myself. All by myself. I'm doing that. I'm not doing that movies with her no more. I like John Wick movies too.
I'm glad you like them. I am glad you.
That's right. That's them. Right. A man room. That's why we need man rooms. I have a man cave.
Sebastian Maniscalco
I'm about to say it. I do have a man cave. My man cave is called The Whole House. That's my man cave. Now, John Craig says, now, John Wick, Lisa, I'm not with you on that one because it's too good for her.
The challenge with John Wick was very, very simple. I had not seen 1, 2, 3, or 4.
You saw 4.
No, I saw 5.
4.
It's 4. The fourth one?
Yeah.
So the fourth is not a standalone movie. It is not a movie that you can see without knowing anything else. There was too much principles, precepts, and concepts that were not explained in the movie that you had to see the other ones to enjoy it. And I didn't have time for it.
But if you didn't have that thought, just watch what you can enjoy.
I did. That's what I did. And it was horrible because I didn't have any glue for any of the scenes. And I love Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, I did find myself trying to catch Lisa up.
No.
What's the deal with the dog? You know, because she didn't understand that because she hadn't seen the other movies.
Right. And that's also why I took the time, because I know we were going to see Creed 3 to watch Creed and
1
Creed
and 2.
1 and Creed 2. So that when we got to Creed, I absolutely adored the movie because I knew what the heck it was. But also, not only was it a good movie, that movie could have stood alone. That movie, I didn't have to see 1 and 2 to be able to see it. because the director did a good job of ensuring, and the screenwriter did a good job of making sure you knew what the heck was going on in the movie if you didn't see the other ones, because they're a great director.
I don't think she can handle Kill Bill, Craig. Kill Bill 1 and 2. Did you see him? Okay. Because it's like John Wick. Okay. But they start the movie in the middle of the movie, then go back to the front. Just like Pulp Fiction. Did you like Pulp Fiction?
Yes.
But they start Pulp Fiction in the middle, at the end of the movie. They start the beginning of the movies at the end of the movie, and they go back and forth,
but that was contrived. That was the way the movie was made. The one movie was made to go forward and back and forward and back. So by the time you got to the end of the movie, you understood the whole movie.
But you do understand it started the movie with the last scenes, basically.
Yes, I do. I do, but it was still all in one movie.
Right. All right. So you got your card, your quote that you want to give out today.
We've actually done this one before, Craig, and I really like it. And it is coming from my mindset quote book, and it is: faith is the bird that feels the light and sings when the dawn is still dark.
Yes, we have done that one before, and I love it. I love it. Faith is the bird that feels the light and sings when the dawn is so dark. The bird feels the faith coming, the light's coming. Here's what I'm going to ask you to do, and maybe you guys can play along. Because we know movies we don't like. Okay, I want you to make a list of five movies that you like.
That I like.
The 5 movies that you like. Yes, make a list of those movies. Okay.
Would you like me to give them to you right now?
Can you do it off the top of your head?
Probably.
5 movies that you do like. Go.
Like movies
that you like.
That I like. So
yeah, that's the only thing I'm giving you is that you like.
Devil's Advocate.
Okay.
Finding Nemo.
Okay.
Creed 3.
All right.
And anything with Bruce Willis in it. Any of his
Die Hards.
Okay. And anything with Liam Neeson in it.
Yeah, well, he's got some bad movies too.
I like only his good ones. Only his Takens.
Okay, you like the Takens?
Yes.
Okay. And what about when he was Ra's al Ghul and Batman? That was pretty good too, Liam Neeson.
Yeah. No.
Okay. So all right. So I got your movies there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen all the movies that you mentioned there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You see the diversity in those movies?
Well, yeah. I didn't like The Devil's Advocate as much as you did.
73 times.
Yeah. That can't be true. But anyway.
If not more. I actually bought it. I had it on DVD. I had it on streaming when streaming first came out. I have that book downloaded on my iPad. That movie is on my iPad, and I love it.
Can you do another 5 outside of that one?
5 movies?
5 more that you do like. Yes, you could. So. Sure, you could.
Like what?
I don't know. You like What's Love Got to Do with It? Tina Turner's movie. Shouts out to Tina Turner.
Yes.
And the last week we lost Tina Turner and Jim Brown. Tina Turner was 83 years old. Jim Brown was 87. Last night with my cigar, I watched the Jim Brown documentary. Then I watched a bunch of people's commentary about the life and times of Jim Brown, what he meant to them and all that. And I spent the whole cigar time with Jim Brown, me and Jim Brown last night. So losing Jim Brown and losing Dr. Craig, Running Scared, King of New York, Godfather, that's right, Star Wars, and Coming to America. Good job, my brother Craig. Can you also name 5 movies that you do like? I think it has something to do about who you are. The movies you like has something to do with who you are. Okay.
Harlem Nights,
definitely. Coming to America.
And so
1 and 2?
1 and 2.
Well, just one.
Just one.
Okay.
I liked 2. It didn't kill me.
Right.
But it wasn't like, oh.
Harlem Nights, Coming to America.
Wakanda,
that's right.
That wasn't the name of the movie.
Black Panther was the movie.
Black Panther, yes.
That's 3.
Good morning, Brother Mark.
We're going to get to that. Come on, give me 2 more.
I don't have them yet.
Did you like Star Wars? Did you like, I loved White Man Can't Jump, the original movie. I love When We Were Kings, the documentary about Muhammad Ali and George Foreman's fight. I love Nutty Professor 1 and 2 with Eddie Murphy. Those are great movies for me. Harlem Nights is definitely in my top 5 movies of all time. I love all the Godfather movies. I like 1, 2, and 3, but 1 and 2 are really great. I liked all the Godfather movies. I love Goodfellas. That's a great movie. I love Heat, Goodfellas, Heat. I love what do you call it? A Western movie, Tombstone. Tombstone is one of my favorite movies of all time. Doc Holliday, Tombstone.
The Color Purple.
I saw it once and I can't handle it again.
Yeah,
I can only handle it once.
I loved it.
Okay.
The Color Purple, Devil's Advocate, Harlem Nights.
Well, I just named 8 for me. Okay. Yeah. But I think this speaks to who you are. I'm going to read Mark Greer, and I'm going to read this in the stylings of Mr. Mark Greer. Mark Greer, you missed it earlier when Lisa and I were arguing because Lisa was tripping. Okay. But anyway, Mark Greer says, good morning to all the amazing individuals who got to see this new day. Woo! What you didn't have yesterday is of no consequences. What you are wanting today, ? If you know the answer to that question, do what is necessary to get it. It may not be easy. It may be uncomfortable. It may be exhausting. You still have to do what is necessary.
Amen.
The question is, are you willing to do what is necessary? Are you willing to do what you po to do?
He didn't say that part.
Are you willing to do what you po to do?
That's not Brother Mark.
And the Mark Greer stylings. Are you willing to do what you po to do so that you can have what you ain't have yesterday?
That was not Brother Mark. That was not.
Craig said, listen some more. Harlem Nights, Poltergeist. Oh, wow. Goodfellas. Mm-hmm. Good, Bad, and Ugly. Classic. The Last Dragon. Classic. Yes. All the Bruce Lee movies. Definitely.
The Last Dragon, I definitely think I liked.
You like The Last Dragon?
1985.
Who is it? Who's that? Shonuff character you're talking about? Yeah. And Leroy and all that? Yeah.
Leroy and Shonuff.
Who's the master? All the Bruce Lee movies. Of course you do. Yes, we have these movies that we love. There's certain movies I'm going to watch every time they're on. Okay. And do you have movies that became on movie every time it's on? No matter how many times you've seen it, you got to see it again. Devil's Advocate, you'll watch again. After proclaiming you've seen it more than 70 times. Mm-hmm. You'd watch it again if it was on something.
And Finding Nemo.
E.T. Craig is everyone's favorite. Not everyone's favorite. Okay.
I liked E.T.
It was all right.
E.T. from home.
The Rocky movies. I like the Rocky movies 1, 2, and 3. 4, I wasn't feeling as much when it was in Russia. But I like 1, 2, and 3. 5, I thought was ridiculous. 6, I'm not even sure. 7. Okay.
Bill says, my favorite movies are in the same category of my favorite songs or books. It depends on my mood or energy levels. That sounds like a Bill.
Yes, it does sound like a Bill response. Yes. But even if that's still the case, it depends on your mood and your energy level at the time, you still have some movies that you do like. Now, we can take away the word favorite. Just list movies that you like. Movies that you like. Craig says the Rocky movie. Mark Greer says.
All of them. Love all the Rocky movies.
Mm-hmm. Mark Greer says, that last part is all Brian K. McNeill, folks.
They know.
I can't claim that part of the dialogue.
We know, Brother Mark.
However.
No.
I am willing to say.
No, he's not.
We must do what we po to do.
No, that was not Brother Mark. Dr. Deborah says, Devil's Advocate, Woman King, Lion King, The Sixth Sense, and A Beautiful Mind.
Woman King, yes. Lion King.
Wouldn't put Woman King in there for mine. I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it, but
Woman King was better than I thought it would be. I'd watch Woman King again.
Lion King, I liked it.
I liked the original one.
The Sixth Sense is Bruce Willis. Love.
The Sixth Sense is my classic movie to do this demonstration, while the ending is more important than the beginning and the middle. Because the ending of that movie was amazing, but the beginning and the middle of the movie was boring, long, and drawn out, and not that good.
I loved it.
Me, that movie was made only at the end for me because the end was so amazing.
The end had everybody in the movie theater go.
It had me surprised too.
Everybody.
Me too. Just like The Usual Suspects. I love The Usual Suspects. It was good all throughout the movie, but the ending of it was incredible. The Usual Suspects. He was Kaiser Soze the whole time. So that's another movie that I like a lot, and I watch it every time it's on. The Usual
Craig
Suspects.
Says he could go on for days with movies. You probably had that stack of VCRs in your house back in the day.
He probably does still have a stack of VCR on the VHS movies.
VHS is right. A stack of VHS or then it went to a stack of DVDs.
Vicky Linnell Evans, good morning, Sister Vicky.
Malcolm
you keep coming
X,
in here. We're going to get you a song, Vicky. We got to do greeting songs. Vicky says, Malcolm X loved it, An Imitation of Life with Sidney Poitier. Dr. Beverly says,
finally, good morning to the greatest awesome family ever. How is everyone? Are you incorporating faith in our Reflection Wednesday?
Yes.
Well, today is Thursday.
But that's okay. Sister Vicky goes on.
I like Devil's Advocate.
Shawshank Redemption. Another classic, great movie. Craig says, Brian, the kid out of everybody.
Bring the kid out of everybody for Mary Poppins.
No.
Absolutely.
That's a no for me.
Love Mary Poppins.
No.
I used to really enjoy those
corny.
Disney movies, Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
Can't stand it.
Mary Poppins.
I can't handle it.
Yeah, I like them.
I don't.
I used to like them. I used to really like them.
I didn't like them at all. I ain't like Mary Poppins.
Escape from Witch Mountain.
Peter Pan. None of that stuff. I ain't like it at all. Okay.
I liked Peter Pan until they turned it into more of a pirate type of thing than anything else.
Say the word. What word? Podadoo?
No.
Not without my daughter.
Not without my daughter. That was a deep one.
Craig says, remember we used to play all the movies in the candy store.
Yes.
Okay. Remember the Titans with Denzel Washington is a great movie.
Yes.
Is that your parents over there? Take a look at them. Because when you get on that bus, I'm your daddy now. With a football coach, you tell them you can look at your parents, but once you in my camp, I'm your daggone parents. Come on.
Dr. Beverly says, right, I'm dragging. It must be time for a vacation. I already did.
Okay, so about to do our greeting songs. Now, what the greeting songs are and greeting logos. Some of you guys have been rocking with this show for years, like Miss Phyllis. Some of you guys are consistent contributors to the show, like Dr. Deborah Dunstan. And we like to thank you guys with greeting songs and greeting logos. Miss Phyllis was up first today. She has a greeting logo, and it goes, Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. My voice is waning. Scroll, baby, please.
Absolutely.
I got to get my voice right because I got a busy day, y'all.
Shirley DeJohnette.
Wyatt will rock you. Rock you. Shirley DeJohnette. Wyatt will rock you. Rock you. Mr. William Brown has a jam, too. Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning, Miss Melissa Price. Boom, 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 boom. Melissa's on. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's on. Good morning, Miss Melissa Price. Scroll, baby.
Chris
1,000 degrees. You'll be on your knees, and you'll be burning, begging, please. Brother Freeze. Craig. Let me borrow your VCR so I can dub a tape.
Good morning again. I am Dr. Deborah, healing trauma and manifestation coach.
Mm-hmm. Talk to your man. It's your boy in the building. Evan Jefferson came in the room.
That's right. Is in the building. Hey. I think we have Brother Mark came in the room.
Mark Greer's in the room too, and he has a jam too. Mark Greer jam goes like this. So wide you can't get around it.
So low you can't get under it.
So high you can't get over it. Mark Greer is under a groove. He's getting down just for the funk of it. Mark Greer is under a groove. Nothing can stop us now. Dr. Beverly, uniquely taking over Thomas, has a greeting logo, and it goes, Dr. Beverly is on the show. Again, Vicky Linnell Evans, I think this is twice we've seen you this calendar week. You keep coming here, you're going to get you a jam, my sister.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we got everybody. We got to catch on these comments.
Okay.
Dr. Beverly says it's movie day. Y'all need to see Mother.
Oh, really? That's on Netflix right now, or Hulu.
Was that
something.
A scary movie?
I don't know, but it's on right now.
Oh, I don't know about it.
Is it a scary movie? Because we don't do scary movies. William Brown says Rocky and one and two definitely really one movie. After that, it was a money grab. Well, I like Rocky 3, the one with Mr. T in it. I thought that was pretty good. The Rocky character in the first movie was 29 years old. I thought that was interesting because of the lifespan of a boxer. Yeah, that is.
Well, I mean, you should see Creed because I'm telling you that not just Creed. What else we saw? George Foreman.
The big George Foreman.
George Foreman. The lifespan is about 20. Is really younger than George Foreman's career.
Right, because he stopped boxing for 10 years and came back.
Yep. Absolutely.
But Big George Foreman, we enjoyed that too, didn't we?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I did enjoy it. And I enjoyed Air.
And Air, I enjoyed. I've seen Air twice already. I enjoyed that too. Craig Sabb also says because of Remember the Titans, and I live in the area, I made sure my daughter goes to the high school, so I could go to a football game and point to the coach. Had to see the movie if you don't understand. Yeah. Vicky Linnell Evans says,
setting down from producing a theater festival.
Oh my God.
Finally have some free moments.
Well, I can't even imagine what I had to go in and producing a theater festival.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely. Dr. Beverly says, not scary. It's awesome. Feels like I was in the movie myself. Talking about Mother.
The movie Mother. So that's an recommendation from Dr. Beverly. You can watch the movie Mother. I think I'm gonna look at some more previews before I decide to pull that string. Vicky Linnell Evans, I loved Air. I must watch it again. It's on Prime right now, so you can see it at home. We saw it in the movie theater when it first came out, and I've seen it at home. And I love all those movies about sports and business too, like Draft Day with Kevin Costner. Love that movie, Draft Day. I've seen it 3 times. I would watch that movie again, Draft Day.
We really took a really interesting departure from our initial topic today, okay. But I think it was good. I think it was interesting conversation, and I think it got everybody to thinking about the different things that shape our thoughts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, we all are mixed bags,
collective,
eclectic. We all are different, and we all have a unique mix. Okay, for example, Vicky loving the movie Air. Craig Sabb liking the movies he likes.
And Mary Poppins.
Really, Craig? I couldn't stand Sound of Music, Mary Poppins. I couldn't get with none of that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't really get Sound of Music. I enjoyed some of the imagery from it, but I didn't get into the movie. But definitely Mary Poppins I love.
And my favorite TV drama is an NFL football game. Okay, that's my favorite dramas. And you get them every week, okay?
But take some time to enjoy your day. Enjoy the opportunity to serve the clients in the unique way that only you can.
That's right.
And today I'm looking forward to it. I have a brand new author coaching client today that we're going to be embarking upon. I also get to speak with one of my former authors, getting to talk today to Dr. Benny. Already spoke this morning with serial author of mine. I think she has 6 or 7 projects. Reese Gaddy this morning.
Yes.
And so I am really
talking to Reese this morning too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I have my first client today at 10 a.m., which is 9 minutes from now. So I'm going to have enough time to make me a fresh cup of coffee and get set up, and I'm excited about that as well.
Absolutely.
No, Sister Vicky, I can't.
The hills are alive.
I can't get with it.
Sound of music.
I have a certain level of corny that I can go up until.
That's the highest.
Yeah, and Sound of Music, Mary Poppins is too corny for me. It's too much.
I love Mary Poppins. You can't take it out of the mix.
It's not going to be in my mix ever. If you sat down and tried to watch that, I'm not watching that. I'm going to leave.
But you subjected me to your people with the hat.
I was exposing it to you, your people with the hat. You have never seen Fear of a Black Hat before.
And my life was still full.
You could have, you know what I was thinking when I wanted you to watch it? Because I thought you might like it. I thought you might like enjoying that with me.
I did enjoy spending time with you. I did not enjoy that movie. My brains were easing out of my dripping.
It was not easing out of your head and down your ears. Nothing that. It was not true. You ruined it for me. A wonderful experience it could have been.
We love you. We look forward to seeing you on tomorrow. And the word is discipline?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we'll find out what the word is of tomorrow, and we'll come back and talk to you then. We love you, love you, love you. And don't forget to have sex.